In all the workshops that I've taught, one of the most common questions that I've been asked is how to structure a Bharatanatyam practice in terms of strength and flexibility, or a warm-up, and how much time is necessary to spend on some of these other things, and how much time do we need to spend practicing repertoire. This is my consistent answer. As a Bharatanatyam dancer, when you practice a classical form, I think that it is necessary to have a certain amount of dedication and respect towards the form. Even if you have a job, or you are in college, or you are in school, there is a minimum number of hours necessary to not just sustain but also cultivate the craft. Because sustaining what you already know is one thing, but cultivating it and progressing also takes time. In order to do it such that you are injury free, efficient with practice, and also progressing not just with your strength and flexibility, but also with skill and repertoire and material, I think that you need a minimum of 4 hours a week. So if you don't have 4 hours a week, it's very difficult to progress in Bharatanatyam. You can continue to do what you already know, but it's very difficult to see tangible progress on all levels, which is in your strength, in your flexibility, as well as in your skill and practice of Bharatanatyam. So now if you have these 4 hours, I'm going to say this is the minimum amount and how to divide it. I would say you need to spend 1 hour doing strength, which is squats, which is developing strength in your legs, in your muscles, so that you can sit properly in Aramandi. If you need to develop your core strength, you need to spend 1 hour doing that. 1 hour it should be spent on flexibility, like is increasing your mobility in your joints. Like if you need to stretch more to get your hips open, or your hamstrings stretched, or you have tight shoulders, you need to stretch your shoulders. So it depends on you and your body. So you need to spend 1 hour a week doing that, and 1 hour a week working on basics and essentials. So that would mean like adavas, and suppose you are not good in holding your swastikam, let's say, when doing Taitaitam. So you would work on doing things like that. So you spend 1 hour a week working on your basics, whether they are practicing adavas slowly, or working on your focus, or some aspect of your training, but it should be something that's basic and essential. And the last hour you can spend on repertoire. Repertoire is Alaripu, or Jatisparam, or a Varnam, or whatever, like something that is choreography. If you spend, so now with 4 hours you have only 1 hour to spend on repertoire. So if you need to spend more time on your repertoire, you need to increase the number of hours. Otherwise what will happen is, what I've commonly seen is that a lot of people, once they start learning repertoire, they stop practicing their basics, and they stop worrying about strength and flexibility or anything else, and they only practice repertoire. Then you are susceptible to injury. One, you physically will not gain that much strength. You can, I'm not saying you can't, by virtue of just practicing the dance, you can gain some amount, but you will not be able to balance your body and work through things efficiently. You will feel stuck in some areas and you may not progress. This balance ensures that you progress in all areas well. So if you're having trouble reaching down in a Tayyum Datta and you feel your legs stretching, after a month of doing this, maybe you'll be able to do your Tayyum Datta properly because your hamstrings are lengthened, you know. So these kind of things can happen only if you spend time on flexibility and strength separately outside of your time spent on repertoire. So this is the ideal balance. The more hours you add, the more you can spend on your repertoire, and you can also add things. That's basically it. So I hope this helps in structuring your practice.